Yo, what's going on, y'all? It's Combo Breaker 99. I'm back on the fight front once again. Make sure y'all subscribe. Just back with my post-fight discussion video on Mayra Bueno Silva versus Maryna Moroz. This turned out to be a pretty good fight. It was really a young up-and-coming fighter versus the more experienced, established fighter. It came down to like a battle of aggressive, damaging shots to the more experienced, efficient strikes. And I'm not too familiar with Bueno Silva, but I know that Maryna Moroz, I followed her for a while. You know, she dealt my favorite fighter, her first loss, JoJo Calderwood. And, you know, she's been there with Angela Hill, Carla Esparza. You know, she's competed mostly at strawweight, but I think this was her first fight at flyweight. And I ain't gonna lie, man, she looks strong. You know, the weight looks like it's fitting her. I guess, you know, the older you get, you kind of settle into a more, you know, you kind of settle into a weight as you know, increase in weight and you get older. And it definitely carried well on her in this fight. She just put on a very dominating performance over Bueno Silva, who is undefeated. So that just shows you that Maryna Moroz, she's still in the game. And like I said, she's actually carrying this weight nicely at 125. But let's just look back at the fight, man. Bueno Silva, I feel like she started off with some good pressure. You know, she was keeping that range, landing some good kicks. But Maryna, she was fighting well off the back foot, you know, with some combination striking. But Bueno Silva, she was closing the distance, landing some knees in the clinch. But Maryna Moroz, she would just come back controlling the pace. You know, she was being first every time Bueno Silva would step in the range. And Moroz, she was just doubling that jab up. I was loving the jab, you know, going to the head, to the chest, coming back with some right hands to the head. Bueno Silva landing single shots. You know, she just keep landing single shots. Now, the single shots she was landing, they were damaging, but, you know, still not enough. Like, she was landing these single head kicks, hoping to rock Moroz, but Moroz, she just closed in a couple times. And when she closed in that one time and just took Bueno Silva down in that top position, Moroz, she just controlled it. You know, she controlled the pace on the ground, kept her head low, and she landed a good elbow to finish the round. And was just landing some good strikes too, man, like on the ground. And kind of already showed like the levels on the ground. Like Bueno Silva was looking inexperienced on the ground, like she didn't know much, like she didn't really know what to do. But the first round, I say, was definitely went to Maryna Moroz. Second round, Bueno Silva landing those harder shots that cracked Moroz a couple times, but Moroz, she's still coming. She's still moving back, you know, stepping side to side, landing some good accurate shots in bunches, going upstairs and downstairs too, you know, going back to the jab. Bueno Silva, she's still landing that head kick though, man, like it ain't nothing. I just wish she would have followed it up with a little bit more. And that's why Moroz, she was able to, you know, recover from the head kick and just get it out of the way of danger. Towards like the middle of the round, Bueno Silva, she started closing in and being a little bit smarter in the pocket, landing her right hand in the midst of Moroz's combinations. And to me, that's how you stop speed. Like, you got to time it. Like, if you're going to be in the pocket against a combination puncher, you're going to take a couple shots, but you got to be prepared to time in the middle of those shots and land something big. And she did that a couple times. You know, Bueno Silva was able to do that a couple times and get some respect from Moroz. But Bueno Silva makes a mistake, and, you know, she goes to the ground against Moroz. You know, she landed a couple right hands that looked like they hurt Moroz, but when she went to the ground, Moroz controlled the ground, man. She started landing some good elbows in the half guard, and Moroz controlling the hands of Bueno Silva. You know, she's just kind of like moving her hands around, and she's just banging her up and whooping her on the ground for like 2 minutes. Like full 2 minutes till the bell rung. Moroz just turned it all around on the ground and was still whooping, man. She was just beating her, man. But last round, Moroz, she's still working with that same energy, landing combinations, moving Bueno Silva around. Bueno Silva just having trouble landing now because she's starting to slow down from the body shots. You know, she can't really keep up. But towards like the middle of the round, Moroz, when she gets in the clinch, Bueno Silva, she's able to land some damaging knees. And then she lands some good hard kicks to the lead leg of Moroz that hurt Moroz. And Bueno Silva follows up with two big right hands too. Like, she landed like a snapping right hand, right up the middle, then followed up with another one that did hurt Moroz. And then Bueno Silva landed some good head kicks that did damage, good leg kicks that did damage. So she's doing damage upstairs and downstairs now. So she's actually starting to catch up now. And I think she knows that she really needs a knockout now. So she's walking her down, and she lands another big right hand and defends from another take. She defends from Moroz's takedown. Like, Moroz tried to close in and get a takedown, but Bueno Silva was able to cut it. She cut the work rate down to Moroz and started trying to close in and put some strikes together for a knockout. And she tries to land with a big knee to the head, and she landed a good knee to the forehead of Moroz, and she opened up a big cut. And now Moroz, she looked like she was nearly about out. And both ladies, right now, they both look a little bit tired here, so they really couldn't finish each other. But I gotta give Bueno Silva a lot of credit here. You know, she really tried to come forward and finish the fight in that last round. But I feel like if she would have started get a little bit more aggressive in the second round like this and did more damage, because she has power and she has strength. So if she did more damage in the second round, she probably would have got the stoppage, because she came on strong in the third round, but it was a little too late, because Moroz, she still has resilience. You know, she has a good chin, and she was able to finish out the fight. But overall, that last round, I would say I gave that to Bueno Silva, but the first 2 rounds, they were pretty dominant by Maryna Moroz, and she pulled the fight out, in my opinion. It was definitely 2 rounds to 1, and she deserved the UD. But, yeah, overall, it was a good fight. Maryna Moroz at flyweight definitely looks like a good, strong fighter, good competitor at flyweight. Definitely want to see what else she can do. As for Bueno Silva, this is her first loss. You know, she was 6-0. It's a learning experience. This wasn't like a complete dominant ass whooping where she couldn't learn from it, or where she just got stopped, or where, you know, she got stopped in 1 round and she couldn't learn from that. You know what I mean? Sometimes fighters, they're not humble enough to learn from this, but from the way Bueno Silva was kind of going through the motions in this fight, in my opinion, it's definitely a learning experience, because she was still giving some as well as taking some. You know, she was really taking some lessons from Maryna Moroz in this fight, because Maryna Moroz was really setting that pace and just being a little bit more efficient with her strikes and landing. You know, she was landing in volume. So that's something that Bueno Silva can work on. You know, she definitely got to work on, you know, being a little bit more patient and, you know, being first. Got to be first in there, man. But overall, good fight. Let me know in the comment section what y'all thought of this fight. Got to do one more post-fight review here. Make sure y'all subscribe. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Peace.